Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick, you know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might around and beat Pacquiao up.
Two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not?
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao has set the combat sports world abuzz with newly leaked sparring and training footage ahead of his return fight against Mario Barrios. At 46 years old, the former 8-division world champion appears sharp, focused, and incredibly agile, defying age and expectations. The footage showcases Pacquiao's signature speed, footwork, and relentless combinations, sparking speculation about whether he still has what it takes to compete at the elite level. With fans worldwide eager to see how the boxing icon performs in this comeback bout, the hype around his return continues to grow.
Hi there guys, welcome to Red Corner Boxing. So Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against Mario Barrios according to rumours today. This is going to happen in July of this year. WBC have apparently sanctioned it. What's your thoughts on this, guys? Let us know in the chat.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao is set to return to professional boxing at age 46, challenging Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title this July after a 4-year hiatus. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman confirmed the bout, which marks a full-circle moment for Pacquiao, whose first world title was at flyweight with the WBC. Despite a lackluster performance in a 2024 exhibition match against Japanese kickboxer Rukiya Anpo, Pacquiao remains confident, citing his 2019 victory over Keith Thurman and minimal recent ring damage. He last fought professionally in August 2021, losing to Yordenis Ugas.
Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. There's a final elimination taking place in North Africa, New Guinea, with Chisoko. And there's just many interests in the division. It's a great weight category.
I didn't know about Manny Pacquiao. So is this something is it out there? I've not seen anything about this.
Yes, it was released. PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion.
Barrios, 29, has remained active, winning the WBC interim welterweight title in 2023 and later becoming full champion after Terence Crawford vacated the belt. With a professional record of 29-1, Barrios most recently retained his title in a split draw against Abel Ramos. As of now, no mandatory challenger is assigned for the WBC welterweight division. Pacquiao's return has generated significant buzz in the boxing community, with fans and analysts eager to see if Pac-Man can defy age and reclaim glory in the ring. His decision to come back is driven by a desire to end his storied career on a high note, aiming to retire as a champion. The fight not only offers a chance for redemption, but also adds another chapter to Pacquiao's legendary legacy. Boxing trainer Greg Hackett offered a candid reaction to the rumored Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight. In a candid interview, Hackett expressed skepticism about the matchup, suggesting that Pacquiao, despite his legendary status, might be overestimating his current capabilities. He emphasized the challenges Pacquiao would face against a younger and active fighter like Barrios, highlighting the potential risks involved. Hackett's insights reflect a broader concern within the boxing community about aging fighters returning to the ring against formidable opponents. His comments serve as a cautionary perspective on the bout, urging careful consideration of the implications for Pacquiao's legacy and health. Mario Barrios' coach, Bob Santos, recently addressed the matchups involving his fighter. In a recent interview, Santos expressed interest in these high-profile fights, emphasizing Barrios' readiness to face top-tier opponents. When discussing the possibility of a bout with Manny Pacquiao, Santos revealed that while both camps had shown interest, scheduling conflicts, particularly Pacquiao's political commitments in the Philippines, had previously hindered the fight's fruition. However, Santos did not rule out the possibility of revisiting this matchup in the future, should circumstances allow.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a two-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, "You know what? I'll bite down for it one more time." And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as.
Boxing experts argue that Manny Pacquiao's possible return to boxing is primarily driven by financial incentives. After a successful yet incomplete retirement, Pacquiao appears restless, and the prospect of a high-profile fight, like one against Mario Barrios, likely offers both monetary gain and a chance to reclaim past glory. Despite his age and inactivity, the speaker highlights that Pacquiao's C game, a fighter's performance when not at their best, is still superior to many younger boxers' top form. This reflects Pacquiao's legendary skill set and experience, which continue to make him a dangerous opponent, even in decline. However, concerns are raised regarding his performance in his last fight against Yordenis Ugas. In that bout, Pacquiao appeared outmatched, lacking the speed, timing, and stamina that once defined his career. The fight served as a wake-up call, showing the physical toll of age and time away from the ring. Entering the ring against a younger, physically stronger opponent like Barrios, who is known for his ability to control distance and deliver solid punches, could be hazardous. Barrios represents a new generation of fighters, and while not considered elite, he is far from a pushover. Boxing experts suggest Barrios may have the tools to potentially finish Pacquiao, suggesting a scenario where Pacquiao is either knocked out or beaten convincingly enough to prompt a final retirement. Still, the discussion isn't entirely bleak for Pacquiao. The speaker notes that power is often the last attribute to fade in a boxer. If Pacquiao can land his trademark left hand cleanly, he could still do significant damage. Ultimately, the fight is framed as risky but not unwinnable, an emotional and physical gamble for an aging legend trying to defy time once more. Boxing critics believe that while Manny Pacquiao may secure a significant payday by fighting Mario Barrios, he is unlikely to win the actual fight. At 45 years old and several years removed from active competition, Pacquiao's speed, reflexes, and stamina have inevitably declined. His last performance against Yordenis Ugas revealed clear signs of ring rust and aging, as he struggled to keep up with a younger, sharper opponent. Mario Barrios, on the other hand, is a strong, active welterweight in his physical prime. He's known for his ability to control distance, stay composed under pressure, and deliver accurate punches. Although Barrios isn't considered among the elite of the division, he still poses a serious threat to a veteran who has been inactive and past his peak. Critics argue that while Pacquiao's name value guarantees a lucrative fight, the physical demands of facing a younger, stronger fighter may be too much. In their view, the bout is more of a business decision than a competitive one. Pacquiao may walk away with a full bank account and headlines, but not a win. For many observers, it's a risky return that could end in defeat rather than the fairy tale comeback some fans are hoping for.
Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you something. Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios. Not really sure what the hell's going on here. WBC is doing their thing to take care of Pacquiao. They ain't worried about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney bullshit. They looking at trying to breathe life back into the 147-pound division. So Manny Pacquiao's getting another opportunity. Let me tell you something. Pacquiao should be the A side. The man bring a whole country. Barrios ain't quite doing that. But to come out here and think Manny Pacquiao is just going to get in here and put the bing-bings on Barrios, I understand having the mindset and remember what Manny Pacquiao was. He's not that, people. So if you ask me, him fighting Barrios, who wins? I got to give the edge to Barrios. But as far as who's going to win financially, it's Manny Pacquiao. Barrios gets some dough too, but it's Manny Pacquiao. That's it.
The idea of a Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight has sparked criticism from boxing purists and insiders alike, with many calling it a disgrace to the sport. At its core, this matchup is seen as a money-driven stunt, rather than a legitimate competition between two evenly matched athletes. Pacquiao, a future Hall of Famer and global icon, is now 46 years old and has been retired since his loss to Yordenis Ugas in 2021. His performance in that fight clearly showed the effects of age and inactivity, slower reflexes, reduced endurance, and diminished timing. On the other side is Mario Barrios, an active, younger, and naturally larger welterweight who is still developing in his career. While not considered among the elite of the division, Barrios is a credible fighter with enough skill, size, and youth to be a serious threat to any aging opponent. Matching him against a long-retired legend like Pacquiao is less about fair competition and more about generating pay-per-view sales and attention. What makes this matchup even more problematic is the rumored sanctioning of the fight as a welterweight title bout. If a boxer who hasn't fought in years can jump ahead of active contenders and challenge for a belt purely based on name recognition, it undermines the very structure and integrity of boxing's ranking system. It disrespects younger fighters who have worked hard to earn their shot through consistent performance and competition. Moreover, the sanctioning bodies, particularly the WBC, are being accused of hypocrisy. They enforce strict mandatory defenses for some fighters while bending the rules to accommodate stars like Pacquiao. Critics argue that if the sport continues to prioritize profit over fairness and health, it sends the wrong message. That legacy and money are worth more than merit and athlete safety. Talk of Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring began circulating in early 2024. Reigniting excitement among fans and media alike. Reports revealed that the boxing legend was preparing for a high-profile exhibition match against renowned Muay Thai fighter Buakaw Bonchamek. Scheduled for April 20, 2024, the bout was expected to take place under modified rules, blending boxing and Muay Thai elements in a way that showcased both fighters' strengths while minimizing risk. This match was not just a sporting event, it was a financial spectacle. The projected purse of $25 million highlighted its commercial appeal, especially in Asia where both fighters enjoy iconic status. For Pacquiao, it represented a lucrative return without the high stakes of an official professional bout. For Buakaw, it offered a rare chance to share the ring with a global boxing icon. While critics questioned the competitive legitimacy of the match, supporters saw it as a celebration of two combat sports legends meeting in a unique crossover event.
You know, Buakaw's style is good for the Muay Thai sports, and I don't know that boxing is different than Muay Thai, and you know we're going to fight in boxing, so you know what I'm talking about. It's hard for him to adjust without using elbows, legs like that. So it just, you know, you need to train hard and work hard because it's hard to. It's very hard to. I got a big round of applause for Manny.
Manny Pacquiao's comeback plans encountered significant challenges during his exhibition match against Japanese kickboxer Rukiya Anpo on July 28, 2024. Initially set to face Chihiro Suzuki, Pacquiao had to adjust to a last-minute change when the taller and younger Anpo stepped in as a replacement. Standing at 6 feet, Anpo utilized his height and reach advantage to keep Pacquiao at bay, delivering precise jabs and combinations that tested the boxing legend's defenses. Despite Pacquiao's efforts to close the distance and employ his signature footwork, he struggled to penetrate Anpo's guard, particularly in the first 2 rounds. Pacquiao attributed part of his performance to the unexpected opponent change and the ring's thick matting, which he claimed hindered his movement. He admitted to being only at 60% of his optimal condition, citing inadequate preparation for the bout. His advisor, Sean Gibbons, echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that Pacquiao had not trained adequately for the match. The exhibition, which ended in a draw due to the absence of judges, raised concerns among fans and critics about Pacquiao's readiness for a full-scale return to professional boxing. Many urged the former champion to reconsider his comeback plans, especially in light of his aspirations to challenge current WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Despite mixed outcomes in recent exhibition matches, Manny Pacquiao's latest training footage released in early 2025 has reignited excitement among boxing enthusiasts. The videos showcase Pacquiao demonstrating the blistering hand speed, agile footwork, and punching power reminiscent of his prime years. Observers have noted his impressive conditioning and sharpness, leading to speculation about a possible return to professional boxing. Pacquiao's commitment to rigorous training is evident, with sessions under the guidance of a longtime coach Freddie Roach. Roach has praised Pacquiao's performance, highlighting his speed and power during sparring sessions. In one instance, Pacquiao reportedly achieved 2 knockdowns in a 10-round sparring session, indicating a level of performance akin to his peak years. These developments have fueled speculation about Pacquiao's return to the professional ring. While no official fight has been confirmed, discussions have included possible opponents such as WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, has indicated that a fight could occur in mid-2025, depending on Pacquiao's political commitments, including his candidacy for the Philippine Senate.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of...
When you do like shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in a habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like...
Woo! Woo!
Like that.
The speed is still there. Woo!
Is bigger than me. It's too big for me, and the floor mat is different to boxing because in boxing just a little bit, but in MMA like so it's hard to move with shoes. So, but it's good. Good experience. We give a good action fight to the fans. Elbow is about my backhead is like is swelling a little bit because his elbow, like when he punch, like he can move, he can punch. The thing is, he can be a boxer. He can be a boxer, but in his weight division, there's a lot of also a good fighter in his weight division, like a bigger guy. It's that's right. It's really surprising to me that the
Promoter Ben Shalom has expressed serious concerns over Manny Pacquiao's return to professional boxing, emphasizing the health risks associated with such a comeback. Shalom highlighted the dangers of aging fighters returning to the ring. He remarked, "It is very hard as a promoter to say it, but equally, if you have enough money in the bank, you have to protect your health." Shalom drew parallels to boxing legends like Muhammad Ali, whose late career fights had detrimental effects on their health. He noted that fighters often find it difficult to step away from the sport due to their addiction to the adrenaline and excitement of competition. However, he stressed the importance of prioritizing long-term well-being over short-term glory. Despite Pacquiao's illustrious career and his desire for a final hurrah, Shalom and other boxing experts believe that the risks outweigh the rewards. They advocate for Pacquiao to remain retired, preserving his health and legacy rather than jeopardizing them with another bout in the ring.
Thank you to Manny Pacquiao. Unbelievable career that we may never have a career like that again. I want you to take with you when it comes to Manny Pacquiao is moments. By taking themselves out of a comfort zone, challenging themselves. And Manny Pacquiao is a dinosaur when it last of a dying breed. We're not going to see too many fighters like this ever again. And Pacquiao is going to be the type of fighter that we tell our kids about. Pacquiao has 20 wins, greater than some of your favorite fighters' best win. Manny Pacquiao has 3 Hall of Fame careers in one, winning legit titles in 8 different weight classes. Pacquiao's legacy will age better and better and better. Times go on and on and on. A fighter like Floyd Mayweather, I think his legacy will diminish a little bit. Salute to Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all time.
George Kambosos Jr., training alongside boxing legend Manny Pacquiao, profoundly influeed his development into a world-class fighter. Their collaboration spanned over 250 rounds across 3 world title campaigns, providing Kambosos with invaluable insights into elite-level boxing. He observed firsthand Pacquiao's unwavering discipline, relentless work ethic, and mental resilience, qualities that Kambosos now considers integral to his own approach to the sport. Beyond physical prowess, Kambosos learned the importance of strategic planning, agility, and speed, elements that are essential for success in the ring. Kambosos also gained a unique perspective on the lifestyle of a champion, participating in rigorous training routines that included mountain runs and intense sparring sessions. This exposure not only enhanced his physical conditioning, but also deepened his understanding of the dedication required to reach the pinnacle of boxing. Reflecting on this experience, Kambosos expressed immense gratitude for the opportunity to train with Pacquiao, acknowledging that it was a pivotal factor in his ascent to the top of the lightweight division. As the boxing world awaits this monumental clash, the bout between Pacquiao and Barrios promises to be a compelling mix of experience versus youth, legacy versus ambition. Regardless of the outcome, Pacquiao's return underscores his enduring passion for the sport and his unyielding pursuit of excellence.
Having trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you know, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got obviously the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-on-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Do you believe Pacquiao can still compete at the highest level? What impact do you think this fight will have on Pacquiao's legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.